All right, let's get to it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, lovely people. I really don't got a whole lot to say today. I'm getting ready to go to the office because I have to get ready for this open house for tomorrow. But I did want to give a shout out to all the realtors out there in the world. Guys, being a realtor is not an easy job, okay? It is very hard. We have to put a lot into the process of making sure that we make sure that our clients are happy, make sure our clients are satisfied, and sometimes you have how they say you have a difficult person to work with. It goes both ways. Sometimes you can have a difficult realtor and sometimes you can have a difficult client, right? So with that being said, I just tell you sometimes just how you have to put in work into people. Sometimes realtors have to put work in to their clients as well. And that is the part that sometimes can get a little bit strenuous, I can say. Especially when you go, like, for example, someone want to see a home and they have a laundry list of things that they want. Fine. You have to be there to make sure that the client is pleased, and whatever needs need to be met, you need to make sure that you meet these needs so you can have a happy client at the end of the closing. So take that laundry list, make sure that you do everything, check off that list and do everything that you need to do for that client, okay? So sometimes that can be very, very draining, okay? But we don't let that stop us. So that's why I have to say, I shout out to all the realtors out there and say, keep your head up, continue to do whatever it is that you have to do for your clients to make sure that your clients are happy and satisfied. You never know what kind of situation they can be in. Some people looking for homes because of divorce, or a big move because they have a better job offer somewhere else, so they have to pack up and they have to move at a particular time, so they only have a certain amount of time. They have to be like, hey, I need my house sold within 30 days. That can become stressful. Just think about it. Like, and then especially if the house is not up to par where it can be sold in 30 days, now this realtor have to really work to get this house right, because you don't want to let down the client, right? So you have to do whatever you got to do to make sure that this house gets sold in 30 days. So that's why I say, hey, please, if you're working with a realtor, thank that realtor just like we're going to have to thank you guys for being our clients. Time, because some of us have full-time jobs also, and we also do real estate on the side, and we also do some people have many hustles. Sometimes people have 3, 4, 5 different hustles. So when you're a hustler like that, you have to understand that it's a lot of time that you have to put in, and it's not enough time in the day to make sure all your needs are met, your family needs are met, your clients' needs are met, your hustling needs are met. You don't understand? So that's why I say, have that morning coffee with grace, motivate yourself, get up and get to pumping out there in the world and get to conquering whatever it is that you need to do. But on the flip side, thank you to all the realtors out there. Thank you guys for being such hustlers and loyal and dedicated to y'all clients. And make sure you thank your clients. Make sure you thank your clients, because without them, there is no us, right? So, again, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you know anyone in the local area, the Midwest area, make sure you refer my name, Grace Joshua and Macaulay Real Estate, so I can make sure I just do everything that I can for your family and your friends, because that is what I am here for. Because it is, it's sometimes can get very, very hard out there. I tell you. Hold on, let me start my coffee. Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm gonna tell you, one time this lady was telling me a story. She worked in the same, is it the same? Yep. We was at a dinner, but yeah, she was a part of the McCauley family as well. And she said it was a husband and a wife. They didn't live together. One lived in Illinois, one lived out here in Indiana, but they wanted to finally move together. So she said, okay, well, I'm just letting you guys know, if you're trying to find a home in Indiana, I can help you because I'm licensed in Indiana, not Illinois, but I can help you. I can refer someone to help you in Illinois if you decide to go that route. And she said, Grace, I showed this family about 70 homes. 70. And I believe her because I'm in the process right now. I have a client where I have to be at least at 40 homes that I have shown this family, but they want what they want. And I can't be bad at that, you know, and they are renting right now. My clients, they are renting. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I don't want you to break your lease whenever you find something, but I need you to be prepared because when you find something, you got to jump on it because the real estate game is a beast out here. You have something to be on the market 1 second, and then by the time you go home to talk to your husband or your wife, it'll be gone. So that quick, like that. So if you see something you like, be prepared to go ahead and make that purchase. So that's why I said, go ahead, sign your contract, go ahead, get pre-approved, and then start looking. Don't start looking before you have done whatever it is that you need to do, especially those first two things. If you haven't been pre-approved and signed that contract, don't even start looking, because that's the biggest failure right there. Is we start showing homes and this client is not pre-approved, and then they find the perfect home, and by the time they get pre-approved, their house is gone. Okay, trust me, I have lived that story too many times. So now, because of the law, you have to sign a contract now before we can even show you a home. And don't be afraid of signing a contract. When your realtor tell you that you have to sign a contract, please do not be like, oh, no, because I have a lot of those. When I'm at the office answering phones, a lot of people call in the office and they say, well, is it true that we have to sign this contract? Because I don't understand, why do we have to sign a contract before I haven't seen a home? And well, that is just the law now. We have to do it. I guess because so many people have had realtors show them so many homes, and then at the end, they didn't even go with that particular realtor. They went with a totally different one. So now this realtor put in all this work and can't even reap the benefits of it. That's not fair. That's not fair. So, but you can get out of the contract. That's why I say do not be afraid to sign a contract, because the contract is not signing your life away. You are not signing your life away. The contract is simply saying that you, Bill, is working with Grace. That's it. And then we can put a number on that. If you're comfortable with 30 days, every 30 days we can do a new contract. If you're comfortable with a year, give yourself time to look. You can still look. We just don't have, if you sign a 30-day, we just have to keep re-signing it every 30 days. If you feel comfortable with that and you feel like you're not captive, do that. Do whatever makes you feel good. I'm okay with that, okay? But I'll just say all this to say, don't be afraid to sign that contract, because that contract does not lock you with this person for the rest of your life. You can easily you have to write a written letter to state why you do not want to work with this particular realtor anymore, and give it to their office, or if they only own real estate office, their own firm, then you can just write it, hand deliver it to him or her, and sign it. Make sure you sign it. Make sure you have a copy of that with that date on there, and then you ask them to be pulled out. Okay. Now, after that, I think it takes 24 to 48 hours, something like that, before it's completely released. But so it could be released, and then you released, and then you're free to go. Okay, so don't worry about that. But however, I went all off track. I'm trying to say what I was getting ready to talk about was how this lady was working with clients, and she had showed them over 75 homes, and at the end, they decided to go ahead and buy in Illinois. Okay, but and then on top of that, because she could have referred them to someone out of our firm, but they didn't even look her way. What they did was waited till the contract was over, and they went and got someone else, and they bought in Illinois. So she felt very bummed after that. But I told her, hold your head up. Well, it gave you, if nothing else, it gave you experience, because that's how I take it. I have shown my clients over 40 to 50 homes right now. And the way I look at it is I'm just gaining knowledge, gaining my experience, and I'm not complaining about it. Whatever it is you want to see, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you so you could be satisfied, because purchasing a home, purchasing a vehicle, those are two of the most expensive things that you're going to ever do in your lifetime. So the last thing I want to do is be a part of you making a bad decision. So I'm going to make sure that you are satisfied and you are happy. Okay? Now, no one is perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect in an imperfect world by far. Okay? Things happen along the way where we both can think that this is a perfect home. It can get the inspection, the appraisal, and everything, and something can still go wrong. That is called life. Life sometimes. So I can't sit here and promise you that, working with Grace, nothing will ever go wrong. I'm not going to sit here and bull crap you and act like nothing can ever go wrong. But I can give you my 100% guarantee, sign my name on a dotted line, that I'm going to put all my effort to make sure that you are satisfied and that you are a happy client through the process. Now, we might not be able to get it done as soon as the very next day, but if you give me a time frame, we're gonna make sure we meet that time frame. And if you have particular things on your laundry list, we're gonna make sure we check that off, and we're gonna come at 95%, if nothing less. I had a client one time, the family wanted their home, they wanted their kitchen had to be pointed like northeast. Yeah, like northeast. The kitchen had to be northeast. The front door had to be south. Okay? It got that particular. It was in depth. And I was like, what? But it was their religion. Okay? So I was asking him, why do the door gotta be south? I don't mean to be all up in your business, and I'm here to do, serve your needs. And he bought a really nice house too, in Valparaiso. It was really nice. But, however, it was his religion. He says that if the front door is south, that means all of the good luck and prosperity comes in. And if it's north, it's like a lot of your stuff go out the door versus coming in the door. Don't have me sit here and try to make sense of it. I can't, because that's not my religion. But however, I'm saying all this to say that sometimes it really get in depth. Like if a person wants something for their home, like when I built my house from the scratch. I wanted certain floors in my house. I wanted certain countertops. I wanted my roof to be a certain way. Same with my truck. When I built my truck, I wanted certain seats. I wanted certain floor mats. I wanted the roof part, to the seats, to the controllers on the side. Yes, I did all of that because I wanted it my way. So when you have a client like that, you have to make sure you go out your way to make sure that they are happy and make sure you are, satisfying them. Okay. So that's why I say I shout out to all the hardworking realtors out there in the world. Some people, it just come easy to, they just get clients thrown left and right. Some of us have to work hard and hustle for our clients. It's just not dropped in our lap. So that too, some people I know make it seem like it's so easy. It's not that easy. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and bull crap you and make it seem like, you should be a realtor today because you're going to make $1 million by next year. No. Now, I'm not saying you can't, because you can do whatever you put your mind to. Point blank and the period. Hold on. My coffee. I'm not going to tell y'all what I did. I'm sitting here wondering why my coffee didn't start and I never started it. Okay, yeah, she needs some coffee, clearly. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to say today. Is just shout out to your local realtor and tell them thanks for all the hard work that they do put in. And we do thank you guys for being our clients. And if you want to buy, sell, look at foreclosure homes, invest, whatever it is that you want to do, you can give me a call, 219-333-8262. I am with the McCauley Real Estate in Highland. I do have an open house coming up tomorrow. I will post that home up later today. And the address for those who are looking and you have clients or you have family and friends that's looking, you could come by, swing by. You could talk to your girl, your fave. You know your fave will be there. So if you want to do that, it's in the Schererville area. So just to let you know that it's in the Schererville area. So if you are looking or you know someone that is looking in the Schererville area, I am doing an open house tomorrow, okay? So that's why I have to go to the office and get myself prepared and get me there, you know? Yes. And it's nice and hot and it smells good too. But yeah. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by some of the people who get on Facebook, Instagram, and all the rest, and they make it seem as if the real estate world is just a piece of cake, because it's not. First of all, let me tell you, the test, okay? First, you got to go to school for the 90 hours, right? Okay, you have a test that test is not that hard in school. That test is not that hard in school. You know why? Because you have a teacher or you online with the teacher and you have the book and you going through it. Now, it's not an open book test at the end of the 90 hours when they give you that last test. It's not. But it's about everything that you have learned within these 90 hours, okay? All right. But when it's time to take the national and the state, I'll be the first to tell you that most of those questions are not what you just learned in this class. So you'll be like, wait, hold on. If you go in this national to take the national and take the state, and there's nothing in you gonna tell you that you're not about to pass this test, baby. Okay, you get confident head up like, oh, I'm gonna rock this, baby. I had to take that test 3 times. Okay. 3 times. And a lot of people don't want to admit to that either. A lot of people, oh, I passed on the first try. Some have. Don't get me wrong. Some have, because some of them have realtors in their family. So they kind of grew up with the business and they know some of the language. Because if you don't know some of the language, how some words some words are the same but mean 2 different things. And if you're not thinking in the realtor world, you'll get that question wrong, okay? So that's where the trick up comes. So it's like they ask you a question and then it kind of confuses you. But if you have bought a home before, that kind of help you as well, because you kind of have the idea of what they're talking about, okay? So that's why I say, if you want to be a realtor, try it. Go ahead, take the class, take, the test and whatnot. But do not be upset with yourself if you do not pass on the first try. Do not give up. You're going to be all right. You can take it again. I took it 3 times. I didn't pass until my 3rd time, okay? So, and I was getting frustrated. Like, tears was about to be coming out my eyes, because I'm like, why can't I get this, And I'm looking at the book and I'm looking at the class. I even had to go back to the teacher like, this is not what you taught us in this class. Like, why is these questions different? So then he started breaking it down to me and started showing me how to actually read the book to make sense of the question. And then I was able to pass that boy. So if that's the goal of yours and you want to do it and try it and maybe just have it as a side hustle, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can do a lot of things with your real estate license. You can be a project manager. You can just invest with yourself. You can buy homes and flip them, but then you get money on both ends because you are the realtor. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with having your real estate license. You don't have to be out here trying to sell a house every day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do that. And it's always good to have it because you just never know. And then, or some people use their realtor license just to refer people. They just go off of the commission checks of referrals. Okay. So I know as a guy that I work with, his wife, she was like, nah, this ain't for me. It's too much leg work. I don't have time to be showing people homes like this. And some people just, I can't deal. And then I told her, I said, well, you can still do stuff with your license. And I said, just refer people. So now she put her stuff out there and she does that. And she make really good money because I talked to him about 2 months ago. Yeah, it's about 2 months ago before the shutdown for the holiday. And he was like, that's all she do is refer. And she love it. Because now she got her full-time job. She love that. She doing that. But then when she gets someone, she just, boom, give them their name. And she still get a check cut. And those checks are, depending on how much, the home go for, the checks is decent. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have some fees that come out. Those fees can trick you up sometimes and be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Because when I got my first referral check, I was like, this it? I'm like, but this house sold for this amount of money. Wow. Yeah. So I'm looking at all the fees and stuff. I was like, oh, this is some bull crap. But if that's the only reason why you in it is just for the referral checks, then you happy camper. You'll be all right with a $2,000 check here and there. Boom, boom. You refer somebody $2,000 here. You refer somebody $1,000 here. You refer, depending on how much. If the house is 500 some thousand, 600 some thousand, check's gonna be higher. If it's less, 100 some thousand, you might have a, $500 check or something like that. But you'll be all right because that's just pocket change. That's just your hustle money. So you'll be all right. So think about it if it's something that you want to do. So that's why I just say, hey, follow your dreams and see whatever. Don't be afraid to try things that you always had in the back of your head. And I know a lot of people that became real estate agents because they saw my my journey. Okay, because I was in the journey of going through it in school and stuff, and it's like, well, I always wanted to do that, and I just never, thought about, like, I work full time. How am I gonna do this? I'm like, girl, just do it. Okay, just apply for it. Even if you have to wait for your taxes to come and you have to pay, because I can't remember how much the class costs. About maybe $800, I think. Maybe $5. Okay, I'm gonna say $500 to $800. I can't remember exactly. Okay, but about $500 to $800. If you gotta wait for your taxes to get that $800 up, go ahead, pay for that class, take that class, and then to do the state and the national is $50. Now, if you don't pass it, you do have to pay another $50 to retake it. But if you pass one, you only have to take the other one. If you fail one and pass one, you only have to retake the one you failed. You don't have to retake both. So that's the good thing about that. But you still got to pay $50 more, okay? So that's why, with that being said, you're going to pass on the second try, most likely, or the third try. Again, it took me 3 chances, so, and then I finally got it, so, and I was so happy. And but I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, because I tell you, it was not easy. So I'm not here to sit here, I'm not that type of person, put it that way, to sit here and bull crap you and make it seem like everything is easy in the real estate game, because it's not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, take it, everything's so easy, and trying to make, I sell a house every other week. I don't, okay? So, and sometimes you might get on people's lives and some people feed, and you might think they got the best life ever. They lying. Okay, they lying. They have to sell themselves to make it seem as if that's what the life is. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard out here for us real estate agents, okay? So that's why I said I want to give a big shout out to the real estate agents out there, because you do have to put some leg work in. You have to work hard. You have to market yourself. If you don't market yourself, how people gonna know about you? It was one guy that was in one of my classes, and he said, well, I was really offended because my friend who I thought we was friends, and they knew I had my license, but they went with someone else to help them purchase their first home. And how could they do me like this? And the teacher told him, he was like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't market yourself, you don't put yourself out there, and you're not constantly talking about what it is you do, he said, I guarantee you, if you talk to that friend, they probably simply forgot that you do real estate, because especially if that's not your first job. So if I'm not getting up every morning talking to my family and friends, because I talk to my family and friends every day on the regular, right? So if I'm not telling them every day that I'm on my way to the real estate office, they'll completely forget. Because I normally go to the real estate office only on the weekends because I have the weekends off. So I can see that happening because you don't talk to your friends every single day unless they like your best friend. And even your best friend, you don't talk to every day. Okay? Once you hit a particular age, 35, 40 years old, no, you don't talk to people like that every single day. Okay? That's why I stress to you, reach out to people, say hello, send a simple text, because sometimes we lose ourselves in our livelihood and we forget to say hello to people. You know this is your best friend, you know this is your ride or die, but you ain't talked to them in 3-4 months. That ain't okay. Send a quick little text. Hey girl, hey dude, what's up? I was just thinking about you. I love you. And men, it's okay to tell another man you love them. It's okay. You not homo, you not diddying and all this other stuff. It's okay. Just say I love you, bro. You know, because you gonna wish you was able to say it if they not here. Life is like that popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. 1 minute you here, the next minute you're not. Okay? So you love that person, say it. It's okay. That's why every morning my kids get up. Good morning. I love you. Good morning. I love you. Because that's the last thing that you're going to be able to say is that I don't know if my mother loved me or if my father loved me. Me and my kids' fathers, we tell our children we love them. My son is not here with me and I still tell him I love him every day. When I wake up, I'm like, oh, I can feel his presence in the air. I'm like, think up. I'm like, I love you, boy. But sometimes you done made me mad. You done left me on this earth. But you know what? Every day is a new day and a better day, and I'm getting better and better, okay? So, you know, and sometimes you can look at someone, they done experienced death and stuff like that, and you think, oh, they doing very well, they doing good. Sometimes we're doing good, most of the time we're not, okay? But you got to keep yourself busy, you got to continue to live your life, you got to still conquer your dreams, do the things that you know you want to do, because it's easy for me to sit here and talk about how much I miss my son and I love him, and you know, y'all know that, you know I love him, you know I miss him. So how long am I going to sit down and do that and feed you guys with that? I'm not going to feed your timeline every day, all day about my sorrows. It's nothing you can do about it, nothing I can do about it. Now if you can bring them back, baby, I'll be all up in your timeline like, baby, think about it. One for me, bring mine back. Just one more day. If I can have one more day. But you can't do that. So I'm not going to feed your timeline about my sorrow and my pain. Everybody know I'm hurting about that, unless I wouldn't be a human being, okay? So, but we don't always have to show that vulnerable side. You don't have to always show that. And some people, that's who they are. I'm not that particular person. So if you see a smile on my face, it's because I'm happy in that moment. But I can get off alive with you, and 30 minutes later, I can be driving down the street, and then I'm crying, okay? So when it hit. You can't stop it, okay? So I just say all that to say, if you love somebody, tell them you love them, okay? And family, friends, whoever, reach out to them if you haven't talked to them in a while, and say that, okay? Because sometimes some people need to hear it. Even your coworkers, like I'm on here today telling the realtors of the world, you do a good job. Continue to do what it is that you do. Because I can tell you right now, it's some people that's on their live, I just closed the deal today. Oh, this is that. Some of them lying, some of them telling the truth, but most of them in the back of their head, like, I don't even think I want to do this no more. This is becoming too much. So I say, don't give up. It's going to be okay. It's going to be better days. Do not give up. Do not give up what you worked so hard to accomplish. Taking that test, taking that class was hard work, and you did it, sis or bro. You did it. So don't give up on what you did, okay? So hey, keep it moving, keep it pumping. It's going to be all right for all of us. So that's why I say, let me encourage some of the realtors out in the world to say, hey, it's going to be all right. And that's in everyday life too, you know, like any job that you work. You know, sometimes you might pull up and be like, damn, I'm tired. I'm tired of this place, you know. Hey, take a moment, zen. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You worked hard. You got your degree. You are a great person. You do what you're supposed to do. Everybody have a season, okay? It's not the end. It is not the end. It's not going to always be ice cream with sprinkles on it for you every day at work, okay? It's just not going to be that. That's just not the way it is. Take it as it's your season. Hold your head up and conquer that day, baby. Don't give up, though, because you worked hard. Now, if you feel like it's something else you want to do and you want to take your degree and try something else with that degree, by all means, do that. And I don't advise you to stay at a place that's giving you heartache and pain and stress, because that silent stress is what kills us. And I don't agree with that at all. When I used to work at a glass factory, I told myself, I made a promise to myself that if I'm ever in the workplace again and I'm feeling like that, I will not allow myself to stay. And I've had that mentality since I left that place, and I've been that way. So where I say I'm happy at, I'm happy. If I'm doing it, it's because I'm happy. If I'm not happy, I'm not doing it. I don't have that kind of energy to give to no workplace, no workforce, no side hustle, no nothing that's going to drain me. If I'm being drained, I'm going to start figuring out a way to get on up out of that thing. Because literally, I used to pull up to work. When I pull up in the parking lot, my head used to just start doing this. And I'm like, this can't be right. This can't be right. To the point where, like, I was working in the batch house, right? And you got to do the controls for the furnace with the gas and the sand and everything it is to make glass. I could not read this word. It was like 2 or 3 words, but I'm gonna tell you, the words wasn't no more than 2 or 3 letters. So it was words like was, the. I could not figure out what the was for the life of me. I'm like, it's only 3 letters. What is happening? It would not come to my brain for nothing. At that point, I knew something was wrong. I went to the doctor. The doctor put me on this little monitor with my head, my chest, and strapped me up. She asked me to look up, look down, look side to side. By the time I looked back at her, my whole body fell. And she was like, oh, baby, you are stressed out. She said, no. I had to take a leave of absence just to get myself back to where I need to be. So at that point, I told myself, don't you ever put yourself in a situation like that again. So if it's something that's making you that unhappy, change that situation. It's not worth your life. It's not. Because trust me, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can make just the same amount of money that you're making, and you could be that much more happy. Okay? You'll be happier versus going through that stress, sadness. No, you shouldn't do that. When you are at work half of your day. You at home half of your day, you at work half of your day. So you should be able to go to work with a smile on your face. Now, that's not going to be that way every day, okay? I'm not trying to bull crap you. It's not. And that's okay. That's life. You're not going to be happy at home every day. As much as I love my bed, y'all know I love my bed. I love my bed. My bed is the bomb. I'm not in that bed every single day happy, okay? So sometimes, you got to take the good with the bad, but, balance yourself out. It's cool, sis. Bruh, it's all right. So my message today was just to give a shout out to all the hard workers out there, especially in the real estate world. It's hard for us out here. And keep up the good work. Continue to make sure your client is first. Make sure your passion is there. So therefore you can put everything you need to put into that client so that client can be happy and that client can refer you, because that is how you make your business prosper. You have to be referred to other people. If you give bad business over here, that person gonna talk about you. Trust. Oh, don't work with such and such. Don't work with such. I get that all the time. It don't even be a part of the McCauley family. They talking about a different firm. Talking about, do you know such and such? And I'm like, no. Well, let me tell you what he did. He did. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want to be that person. Okay. I don't want nobody to be talking. Do you know Grace Mardell? Yeah. She worked for McCauley. Yeah, she sucked. She sucked. Yeah. No. I need good feedback and good feedback only. Okay, so that's why I work as hard as I work. I'm not trying to kiss your butt. I'm not trying to do something that's not reasonable. I'm doing what I do because I'm passionate about what I do. Trust me, my heart is genuine. I'm going out my way because I love what I do. Okay? That is why I go so hard. So keep up the good work, everybody, in y'all workforce and y'all workplace, what y'all got going on. If it is a hustle out there that you want, please don't hold back. Try it. It's gonna be all right. You might just like it. Your side hustle might make more than your permanent job. Who knows? Your full-time job. You never know. Depends on how much time you put in it. But it ain't enough time in the day for you to take care of you, your family, your clients, your dog, your cat, your horses, whatever it is you have, and still have a smile on your face. So we have to thank these people in the world, because it's a lot that we have to deal with in this world, and so many avenues we got to reach just trying to make it, just trying to be okay, so things cost, livelihoods cost, and you can't be trying to be popping but not making that money. So don't spend and you not making. Okay, that don't make sense, and we'll talk about that another day. That'll be a whole nother hour. Me getting into debt versus income. Okay, that'll be another day. But however, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get ready and go out here and conquer this world. Again, I'll be on later. I'll post my open house that I'm going to have tomorrow. And if you do know someone that want to stop by or looking in the Schererville area, let me know. And come holler at your fave. I got your back, okay? All right. Peace, love, prosperity.